Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday milk review. Have you entered my competition yet? What are you doing? It's literally free hats. Follow the link below to the video that's going to detail how you could win a free hat. I had a few people ask if I'd sign the hats, and I didn't even consider people might want that. If you want that, absolutely. Kinda don't know why you would, but if it makes you happy, why not? But more importantly, the milk. You asked for it. You asked for it. You didn't really ask for this, but you're getting it anyway. It's the Coco Pops flavored milk. Chocolate. You can't really get that wrong, can you? Actually, you can. I've discovered that many times in this series. It's got a very weird square shape. It also comes in packs of 3, so if you're looking to just try one, unfortunately, you're gonna get 3. You can find them in the long life milk aisle of both Coles and Woolworths. Just like on the Fruit Loops carton, you've got I think the monkey's name is Coco, largely uninspired. I feel like you're kind of shooting fish in a barrel, aren't you? They decided to omit the just like a chocolate milkshake only crunchy line. That's not on this anywhere. If they go to say just like a chocolate milkshake, only it is a chocolate milkshake, that's exactly what this is. It's going to be really interesting to see how it fares, as that's the main marketing point of Coco Pops, is its milkshake-like nature. There's only one way to find out, so let's open it up. Now, of course, we'll pour a little bit out. As you can see, just a very regular brown. Now, I can already get a little slight sniff of it. It smells exactly like the chocolate milk in the Coco Pops cereal. Oh, hang on. There's something else there. That was unexpected. So I was getting subtle whiffs of what I know the chocolate milk to smell like, but then when I actually went for a direct smell, there was this really intense artificial smell. Oh, that's unpleasant. It definitely still has the very true note of what it should smell like, but right above it is this really intense artificial smell. I'm really struggling to describe what it smells like. It's almost like the milk has a funny smell to it. Let's get a sniff from the glass. I'm very pleased to say that that smell has almost entirely gone away. Now, I might be a little bit crazy to say it in this way. This smells like Coco Pops. It doesn't necessarily smell exactly like chocolate. So whilst Coco Pops does kind of smell like chocolate and taste like chocolate, it's got its very own unique identity in that range of chocolate. Will that carry on to the taste? Let's find out. Okay, it definitely suffers a little bit from being UHT milk. There is an inescapable presence for most brands that you can just sort of pick. I would say the viscosity is okay. It just kind of sits in a very mediocre range where I'm not happy with it, but I'm not angry at it either. The taste itself, I feel, is actually a little bit underwhelming from what I know of Coco Pops cereal. Granted, I would probably put way too much Coco Pops in for the amount of milk so I could intensify that flavor. I think for some people, they might see this as a very accurate rendition of the cereal, and I don't think they're wrong either, because Coco Pops as a cereal has a lot of variation. Depending on how much milk to your Coco Pops you might have had, you would have had a very different flavor experience, especially with that milk at the end. That artificial smell that I first noticed when I sniffed from the carton, it does carry through very slightly in the taste. I can taste it in there, which is not at all pleasant. It's overall a really mediocre chocolate milk. This is perhaps among the worst chocolate milks I've ever had. For me, I find that this is going to be the kind of drink that I won't finish once in the fridge. You've probably heard me say it once, and I'll probably say it again. If you don't enjoy it, don't drink it. If people disagree with me, that's fine, but I really feel like this is maybe a 3 out of 10 at best. There is definitely better tasting UHT products. My go-to would probably be Nippy's, in all honesty. The only issue is it's a little bit harder to find. Nippy's is going to be in the long life milk aisle of Coles. They only carry chocolate and iced coffee, I believe. It is a little bit more expensive, granted, but I think you're getting a far better product out of it. And you'd also be supporting something Australian owned, as Nippy's is a South Australian brand, whereas Paul's, which is owned by Parmalat, is technically a French and Italian brand. But that about wraps us up for this week's episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet entered my competition, go do that. Just do it. This is a threat at this point. Do it or else. Like and subscribe if you want to support me, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye.